Hanoi, Friday, June 19, 2026. Satellite cloud imagery as predicted. From my perspective on the satellite imagery as a report on the June 17 and 18, a tropical depression has a former of the eastern Philippines at 141.8 degree east and 13.0 degrees north, still in its easily state. Its radius remains narrow, but it will likely expand within 24 hours as it draws in the surrounding cloud. According to the MNL's weather, its path will head north towards Taiwan Peninsula over Vietnamese water. Clouds have moved across the eastern Johnson Range and are increasing offshore, covering most of the sky, but not yet produce rain. On note, another depression is expected to follow this one. Weather radar imagery warning of the location thermal thunderstorm due to torrents. Radar shows no large system for the widespread zone, only scattered clouds over the North Mountain, Central Vietnam, and Central Highland. With the high torrent, this cloud brings the location rain. If any area gets hot enough to the leave moisture high, afternoon or evening thunderstorm may develop. From my perspective, the Central Highland and the Southern Vietnam are most likely, thanks to strong upper level convergence and ample moisture from the local river and lake. Quick weather detail: North Vietnam 25 to 33 degrees Celsius, mostly cloudy, sun breaks through, dry day, light rain at night. Later afternoon thunderstorm possible in the northern high mountain. Central Vietnam 26 to 34 degrees Celsius, variable cloud, localized rain in the western highland. Central highland of the southern Vietnam 23 to 33 degrees Celsius, heavy convective cloud, later afternoon shower and the thunderstorm. Watch for tornado, lightning and strong gusts. Iceland, Hoàng Sa, Trường Sa, Phú Quốc belong to Vietnam. 28 to 33 degrees Celsius, scattered shower and thunderstorm, light swell, Phú Quốc wave 1 to 2 meters. Watch for water spout and strong gusts. Today perspective. Today we have another question from the fan, not a World Cup fan, but an adorable YouTube fan who sent this in. Uncle, today is a day to kill insect. I don't understand why killing insect means eating fermented sticky rice. And does this day have anything to do with the weather? Direct question. A very strong, straightforward one. Uncle, thank you for asking such a great and timely question. Yes, today is indeed the insect skin killing day. From Uncle perspective, this day is definitely connected to the harvest season and by extension is also connected to the weather. But here's the beautiful part. The work of farming and the weather are expressed through a spiritual activity. Our ancestors observed that whenever the season turned hot and rainy, insects would breed like crazy. Like Kufung forest we talked about earlier, they breed a whole forest of the butterfly. Butterflies are insects. Mosquitoes also breed a lot. They cause a disease and back then there was no medicine, so people suffered countless deadly disaster. There was a fear that from the generation to the generation, they always look for the old way to the destroy and prevent them. They were so afraid that they reminded their children and grandchildren to always remember the disaster of disease brought by the weather, and so that their descendants wouldn't forget. They choose one day each day, right at the peak of the insect breeding season. They would prepare offering light incense and praise to heaven and Buddha. This is spiritual act helped their children and grandchildren, generation and the generation. Many ancient traditions of the elimination disease carrying insect, not just for the human, but also for the livestock and crop. That's why you know how about insect killing day. As for the wine, there's a fermented sticky rice in the offerings. Again, from understand unclear perspective, the matter is incredibly scientific and technological. Back then, ancient Vietnamese people already knew how to use biotechnology like the truth matter. Instead of having hygrometer to the measurement humidity of the microscope to the count of bacteria, they use something they eat every day. That's right. They would light incense. Each time a stick of the incense burnt out, they would check the bowls of rice again. Then they would wait for another stick of the incense to burn, and so on. They observed how long it took for the rice to start smelling, and how long it took for the rice to break down. Based on that, they could assess whether this season would have many insects or disasters. And then they would even state a little bit of that rice, just anything bit, to see how dangerous it was. They checked if it was easy to hard to digest, if it took long or short to recover. From that, they developed their own assessment data, how dangerous the disease would be this season. Later, when they discovered yes, they added into speed up to fermentation process of the rice, and it tastes better too. More important, They could observe how long it took for the food to decompose. From that, they learned how to store and prevent food and seed for the next season. Since they didn't have a refrigerator like we do now, things was pretty problematic, right? So that's how it's come together from the uncle perspective. And if you have any more questions, just send a message here. Uncle will answer as best as he can. If you don't understand, Uncle will be the host for you to write. Thank you for asking a great question. And you, if you are also a YouTube fan, what do you think? Thank you for watching. If you have a weather question for tomorrow, I would appreciate it and be honored to share my thoughts from my own perspective. See you again.